sketch number 10 already. Yeah, it's again a challenge, Susanne from the channel Schnollo, and I'm doing this month, or last month almost. No, it was this month. But we're using the August Hip Kit Club kit. We're both using the same kit, so this is kind of our new fun doing it with the challenge, that we also use the same kit. Okay, I'm using, or you have seen the sketch in the beginning, it called for 3 pictures, and yeah, so I decided to go with 3 pictures, and I had an event where I had 3 pictures printed. They are in black and white because the quality isn't that good, so I decided to go with black and white, and I had these printed, and I was always wondering how should I scrap them, because it wasn't very easy for me to scrap them, and there's never ever the right collection for it, because it's an event I had at work 5 years ago, and because the sketch called for 3 pictures, I thought, oh, who cares, I'm doing it now. I'm using these 3 pictures and using the Hip Kit Club kit from August. So what I'm doing here is I'm using this is the marshmallow cardstock from Bessel, and I'm only using it to cover the design, or this scallop shape of the wood grain in the middle. I wanted to have a straight line, so I covered it just with cardstock. For me it was the easiest way to do it. Maybe there is another way, an easier way, but for me it was this. And I could have cut the wood grain off and put it on a piece of white cardstock, but whatever direction, it is fine. I have my straight line. So, and then the sketch has this circle in the middle, so I'm trying to figure out which paper I should use. It should, I mean, right, it should fit to the rest of the layout. And first of all, I'm using this one to kind of keep with the black and white theme, but I didn't like it. So, and then I have this dark blue paper, and I like it, and when I turn it around, it was this pinky or very light pink chevron pattern, and I like this as well. So at this time I didn't know if I'm using the pink or the blue, but I'm going to the ephemera pack and all the other bits and pieces of the kit, because I'm trying to figure out what I should use. And for me this collection is has this homey feel to me, like with the houses and the frames and the watches, so these Black Forest watches, I call it. It's Kuckucksuhr in German, but they are very typical for the Black Forest region, and I live in the Black Forest, so for me it's, hey, come on. But it's a very homey feel to me, and it doesn't fit to my pictures because they are work pictures and I'm doing a specific thing. And yeah, so I couldn't decide on embellishments for this layout. So this layout has really minimum embellishment to it, and this was where I struggled with, because normally I'm trying not to embellish as much, but also not too little. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it was actually, for me it was a little bit too less embellishment. So, but first here I'm doing my circle, and since I have no Big Shot or other circle cutter, I'm just using the school tool every school kid has. And I do it, or I have it for scrapbooking. Okay, so here I'm using, or I'm checking it how it looks like with this pink chevron side of the paper, but in the end I will go with the darkish blue side, because I feel like it has a very nice contrast. And I decided to go with a Project Life card for my little rectangular shape behind the circle. So here, this card, it says hooray. And because I'm going with this one, I decided to go with the blue side, because I didn't want to have it like a monochromatic feel to the layout, so that I only use pinkish kind of colors. So I'm going with the dark blue, and I like this dark blue color. It's a very nice paper. So here I'm trying to figure out which embellishment I could use, but oh guys, it was really hard for me. And before this layout I made another layout where I had used like lots of embellishments, like frames on a wall, so that it has a wall type of feel, and I didn't want to do it again. So yep, so going through all this embellishment, houses, nope, birds, nope. So I'm thinking, and then I used this paper here. I could have used butterflies for my main embellishments, but I'm so over butterflies at the moment. It's too many. So on each collection there are butterflies and butterflies and butterflies. So nope, I'm going with the hearts. I mean, of course hearts always go, and I used them because for me it felt like what I'm doing, what is shown on the pictures, what I'm doing there is something I worked really hard for, and so I put a lot of time and work into it, so I had my heart on it. So I thought maybe it's nice with the hearts, and I'm trying to keep it in the same color range with the bluish color and the pink, but I also include some yellow because I always like to have the combination of black, no, not black, blue and yellow. I like this combination, blue and yellow. So, and for me it even fits better or even more because this thing I'm doing there on the pictures is something I did in Sweden. So I don't want to really talk about what I'm doing on the pictures because it's a private thing for me, but I wanted to use these pictures, and I thought, okay, maybe it's weird because normally I talk about my pictures, but this time I don't want to. So yep, I'm just fuzzy cutting my hearts, or the hearts, and then I have 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom. And at that time I probably worked like half an hour on the layout. It was quite some time, and it doesn't look like it because it's just a circle, a card, and a few hearts, right? So, and now I'm thinking, should I turn it upside down and have the wood grain on the top? And then it doesn't look right to me because it's the heavy part on top and the light one on the bottom, and for me it doesn't make sense. No, so turn it around. Yep. So the wood grain is also something I chose because on the picture I nailed something into a tree, and so I thought the wood grain, it's great. And also the title includes nailing because this is what I'm doing there. I put something on a tree, and so this makes sense to me using the wood grain paper. It doesn't have to be, right? But for me it did at that time. So because I want that the whole word hooray is readable on the layout, and I don't have to kind of put it weird behind the circle, I just made a cut into the circle so I can put it behind and it peeks out, but in a straight way, so to say. Yep. So now it's good, and I think maybe I should start gluing something down. Again, I check some embellishments. I do it over and over again this time, but nope, I can't find anything I really like. Yeah, it was a bit crooked, and so made a straight cut and glued the things down. So first I glued down the card, and then the whole circle. Yep. This is a chipboard piece which says happy happy, and this time I also I will not include any journaling because for me it's very obvious what I did, and it's an event what was really a big thing in my life. So I will always remember it. Only if I really have a total black mind at one day. So when I'm old, maybe then not, but otherwise I will always remember what I did. So I don't need any journaling. And sometimes you don't need journaling if it's obvious or if it's just because you like the picture. So it's totally up to you. Yep, so now I'm gluing down the pictures. Oh, no, first the hearts, I believe. And for putting down the hearts, I use some foam dots or foam squares. Yep. What I'm doing now is basically just putting the rest down, and here I'm using some foam tape to raise a little bit this hooray. So I just wanted that it's not flat on the paper, so I just put a bit foam tape behind it, and it's not glued to the cardstock, it's just glued or adhered to the hooray card. So putting down the hearts. In the end I thought maybe it would have been nice sewing the hearts to the paper in the middle, but after I finished I thought, because this was my thought in the beginning to stitch them down, but then in the end I thought no, it's okay that I didn't do it because there is no sewing, or it would have made sense for me. For me, this layout, I was so confused with not having enough embellishments, or enough embellishments I thought I would like to have on my layout, that I was really struggling, and in the end I wanted to have it like it should kind of make sense to me what I have on the layout. So these are tiny or small alphabet stickers, are from the Project Life kit, and the pink was really nice matching with my card and the hearts, but it was too tiny. You barely can see the title. So I was looking for my stash and I couldn't find anything what would have looked nice color wise. So in the main kit there were these dark foam alphabet stickers, and yeah, then I went with them, even though I thought, oh, it's too dark and it's too dominant on my layout, but what can I do? I don't have anything what was matching, so I went with the dark ones. Okay, still trying out to find more embellishment, but nope, everything goes back, So now I'm thinking maybe this line in the middle is a bit too, how to say, too much. So I trying to find stickers I can put behind, or almost like just a little tiny bit behind the white cardstock, so I kind of build a colorful line. And I'm just using some stickers in the end, even though I go to through my ephemera pieces. I'm just using a few bits and pieces from these stickers. So this is what I'm doing, and this is then almost the end of my process. The only thing I will include in the end as well is some Heidi Swapp Color Shine in mint, and I believe off camera I also include the date, or at least I say September 2013, because these pictures are 5 years old. It's unbelievable that this happened 5 years ago. Time flies, I know. It's crazy. Yeah, and I can't put a sticker straight on the layout. Crazy too. So that's the deal here. So yeah, see, totally crooked. Not good. Try again. Also not straight, but who cares? Again, I'm trying to figure out what else I can put on my layout, but no, nothing is good enough. So I try hearts, of course. Of course I try hearts again. Nope, back on the sticker sheet. Okay, that's it. I'm checking my Heidi Swapp Color Shine collection. I have like 6 or 7 colors, I'm not sure. So, but the mint I like, and I thought it's a nice touch. Yep, covering the picture is always important. And that's it. So I included some close-up in the end of the video as always. And if you started here watching my video, I hope you go and check out Susanne's channel. I would put the link below in the box, and then you can go to her channel and check out her process with this sketch and all the other sketches we did if you haven't checked them out. And if you came here from Susanne's channel, thanks for watching, and thanks for stopping by and watching my process. So yeah, that's the sketch, that's my layout, and we are done. Finally, it was a hard layout. So thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.